Hi, and welcome to Quirky Books with Katie. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. And I was actually given this book by my library, so thank you to my friends at the library for providing me with this advanced reader copy. So before I get into my thoughts about the book, I just want to tell you guys what this book is about. And this is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and it follows a girl named Nyx. And ever since she was born, she was raised to kill her future husband. Her future husband, his name is Ignifex, I believe. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. And he is kind of like the prince of demons. He's called the Gentle Lord, and he killed her mother. So she's being raised to marry him and eventually kill him. So when I first heard about this book, I've had my eye on it for a while, I was like, oh my god, retelling Beauty and the Beast, how amazing does that sound? And honestly, for me, it just fell flat. I just was not a fan of this book overall. And I don't know, I guess I was just kind of like expecting something different. Now, this book, one of the problems with it was I think it combines too many different aspects because it's a retelling, and I feel like that's an aspect in and of itself, but it also added fantasy aspects and just like the whole thing that she was trying to kill him, and it's just all these working parts that just did not mesh well together. Now, in a retelling, I'm not saying that there's not a lot that can be going on, because like the Lunar Chronicles with Marissa Meyer, those centers about a cyborg, and that was like okay. And then this one, it's just, I felt like way too much was going on and not enough of the aspects of the book were actually like fully explained to their full potential, which I don't know, and I felt like that made the book really confusing, and I didn't really know what was going on for the majority of the book. Like, I'd have to sit there and think, wait, what, so who is this? What are they doing? What are they trying to achieve? And it was just confusing overall, and my god, it was just weird. Now, I'm going to talk about characters in this book. The two characters, Nyx and Ignifex, I felt like they were really interesting characters because I'm a really big fan of like complex characters in books, and I really liked that Ignifex, who's technically the beast, wasn't your typical beast. Like, he still had a good side to him, and in that regard also I really liked how Nyx, the heroine, wasn't just all good either. She had a dark side, and I felt like that was really cool to see, because in a lot of books the characters are either one thing or the other, and I am such a big fan of like complex villains and complex heroines, and I really liked that aspect of the book. But otherwise, I don't really think there was any other aspects that I liked. This book featured an insane amount of insta-love, and at the beginning you think there's going to be a love triangle, and then it kind of is and it kind of isn't, and it's just confusing because the characters are bantering and then they just start making out like in the middle of nowhere, and I'm just like, you were hating each other, why are you making out? And it's not even like one of those things that happens on TV shows where it's like they hate each other but you know they love each other, and when they make out you scream. No, this was just whenever they'd just be having an argument and start making out, and I would just be like, why on earth are you making out? Do you like each other? Do you not? And then it's just insta love at its finest, and it was just really weird. And the ending of this book was really weird too. I felt like the first like 2/3 of the book felt like one thing, and then the last third of the book was just really, didn't feel like the rest of the book, and it was just so confusing, and I don't really get easily confused in books. So if I had to describe this book in one word, it would definitely be confusing. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't recommend it to other people, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I know that this book has been getting some really mixed reviews. Some people, I think Becca Be Awesome Be a Book Nut, loved this book. She gave it a 5 out of 5, and I know some other reviewers that I trust gave it low ratings as well. And if I had to rate this book, I would give it a 2 out of 5 stars. The complex characters are the only things that is saving me from giving this book a 1, because I do not give 1s very often. So if you've read this book or have heard anything about it, then let me know in the comments down below. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you again soon.